A quiet revolution is unfolding across the world's oceans, and it's about to redefine how the planet moves goods, builds mega projects, and powers global trade. Imagine ships so vast they dwarf entire city blocks, yet so precise they glide through the seas like finely tuned machines. That future isn't coming someday. China has already built it. While many nations still depend on aging fleets, China has launched a new generation of floating megastructures that look as if they were designed for the next century. From container vessels capable of carrying the equivalent of entire shopping malls to ships engineered to extract minerals from depths no human could survive. Today, we're counting down the 10 most impressive Chinese ships dominating the oceans. Make sure you stay until the end, because the #1 vessel will leave you speechless. But before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. COSCO Shipping Universe. Global trade has entered a new era, and one ship symbolizes this transformation perfectly: the COSCO Shipping Universe. With a staggering capacity of 21,237 containers, it makes traditional cargo ships look tiny by comparison. To put that into perspective, this floating warehouse stretches 1,312 feet long, longer than the height of the Empire State Building. Built in 2018, this giant transformed how products travel from factories to your doorstep. Its secret lies in advanced computer systems that calculate the perfect distribution of weight across thousands of containers. Each one is positioned with mathematical precision, allowing the vessel to carry the equivalent cargo of a freight train more than 46 miles long. Think of it as the most perfectly balanced game of Tetris ever created. Except every piece weighs tons, and the stakes are worth millions of dollars. Yet size alone isn't what makes it extraordinary. Efficiency is the real breakthrough. COSCO operates in over 450 ports across 160 countries, forming a global maritime network that keeps world commerce moving. The result is astonishing. The iPhone in your pocket, the Nike sneakers on your feet. There's a strong chance they traveled aboard a COSCO vessel. With more than 320 international routes, this technological powerhouse proves that the future of global trade now speaks with a Chinese accent. Hongqiang. In 9th place, we have another maritime giant, the Hongqiang. This Valemax-class Colossus showcases China's dominance in bulk cargo transport on an unprecedented scale. Measuring 1,188 feet in length and boasting a deadweight capacity of 400,000 tons, its launch in 2021 left engineers around the world speechless. Its performance is revolutionary. A single trip transports enough raw material to manufacture 50,000 cars or supply steel for 15 skyscrapers. But the most impressive part is not just the maximum capacity, it's the efficiency. Traditional transport would require several smaller ships, consuming far more fuel and taking much longer to complete the same delivery. The secret lies in the advanced hull that cuts through waves with minimal resistance. The vessel uses a sophisticated ballast system that maintains perfect stability even while carrying mountains of iron ore from Brazilian mines to Chinese factories. The most impressive part is the economies of scale. It saves about $3 million per trip compared to conventional methods. China created a virtually unstoppable machine capable of feeding its industrial hunger with a level of efficiency that other countries consider impossible for bulk cargo transport. When fully loaded, this Titan sits about 75 feet below the waterline, requiring specially designed ports that only a few places in the world possess. Xuelong 2. Now let's look at something that marked a turning point in polar exploration. The Xuelong 2, or Snow Dragon 2, was the first icebreaker built entirely with innovative Chinese technology. While older icebreakers could only break ice in one direction, this 400-foot giant can cut through up to 5 feet of solid ice moving forward or backward, something that seems impossible. Its most impressive feature is that it is practically unstoppable in polar ice. While other icebreakers get stuck in narrow channels, Xuelong 2 maneuvers like a dancer, turning and breaking ice in any direction. Inside this polar beast are 8 sophisticated scientific laboratories and accommodations for 90 crew members plus 20 scientists. Chinese engineers achieved what seemed impossible, combining extreme icebreaking power with total self-sufficiency. With a range of 17,270 miles without refueling, this ship can operate for months in brutal conditions of up to -22 degrees Fahrenheit. Xuelong 2 announced the arrival of the golden age of Chinese polar exploration, CNUS 981. Now something completely different. The CNUC 981, the first ultra-deepwater drilling platform built by China, a technological marvel that redefined what is possible in offshore engineering. This billion-dollar floating structure measures 374 by 292 feet and weighs 31,000 tons, basically a 20-story building floating in the middle of the ocean. Its drilling capability is extraordinary. The CNUC can operate in waters nearly 9,800 feet deep and drill another 32,800 feet below the seabed. That represents more than 8 miles of total depth, reaching geological formations that contain millions of barrels of energy resources. To put it in perspective, this platform drills deeper than the height of any mountain while floating on the waves. And most impressively, it was designed to withstand Category 5 hurricanes with waves exceeding 98 feet. It can accommodate more than 200 workers in conditions that would destroy conventional platforms, using advanced stabilization systems that keep operations running even during storms. The CNUC showed the world that China no longer needed foreign technology to accomplish the impossible. If you're already impressed by these engineering marvels, wait for what comes next. Dianghao. We're entering something that looks like science fiction, but is absolutely real. The Dianghao is China's revolutionary deep-sea mining research vessel and is already doing what other countries are still debating. Built in 2021, this 374-foot technological giant can operate remotely controlled underwater vehicles at depths of up to 36,000 feet, enough to reach the Mariana Trench, the deepest point on Earth. How is this possible? The underwater robots don't need to return to the surface for maintenance. They use AI-controlled systems capable of working under crushing pressures where humans would never survive. This allows them to extract mineral deposits formed over millions of years. The ocean floor contains rare minerals, cobalt, nickel, and manganese nodules essential for smartphones and electric car batteries. This ship has transformed deep-sea mining from theory into practical reality. Haiyang Xiu 982. Halfway through the list, at position number 5, we have the Haiyang Xiu 982, a semi-submersible crane vessel with lifting capacity that defies the laws of physics. This giant reaches a lifting capacity of 12,000 tons using 2 cranes that work in perfect synchronization. Built in 2017, this platform combines strength and precision in an impressive way. Imagine lifting 80 fully loaded Boeing 747 airplanes at the same time. But power without precision means nothing. The Haiyang Xiu 982 can position massive structures with accuracy of less than 3 feet while floating in open seas. Its advanced stabilization system uses thousands of sensors that constantly monitor waves, wind, and structural tension. The result is astonishing. It installs deep-water oil platforms and positions giant wind turbines with surgical precision. It has already built more than 50 offshore platforms and continues working day and night on China's ambitious renewable energy projects. Chinese engineers have taken crane technology to an obsessive level of perfection, creating a machine capable of building infrastructure in ocean conditions that would defeat any land-based equipment. This is floating construction power redefined for the 21st century. Type 003. We've reached something extraordinary in naval engineering. The Type 003 aircraft carrier Fujian, which is completely changing the face of Chinese naval power. Launched in 2022, this 1,037-foot supercarrier displaces between 80,000 and 85,000 tons, making it comparable in size to the largest U.S. warships. But its true innovation isn't its size. It's a revolutionary technology possessed only by the most advanced navies. What makes the Fujian unique is its electromagnetic aircraft launch system, the same cutting-edge catapult technology that seemed impossible for China to develop independently just a decade ago. This allows it to launch heavier aircraft carrying more weapons and fuel, dramatically expanding operational range. It's like having a floating airport capable of projecting air power thousands of miles away. The deck can accommodate 50 to 60 aircraft, and the electromagnetic system allows launches every 30 seconds during operations, a rate older steam catapults could never achieve. Chinese engineers achieved something remarkable. They went from 0 aircraft carriers in 2012 to 3 currently in operation, with more under construction. The ship uses ultra-modern materials and automation systems that significantly reduce crew requirements compared with older designs. Although it does not have nuclear propulsion, the Fujian demonstrates that China has mastered the complex engineering needed to operate modern supercarriers. COSCO Shipping Galaxy. The bronze medal goes to another COSCO masterpiece, this time rewriting the physics of container transport. The COSCO Shipping Galaxy represents the Megamax 24 class, the state-of-the-art in cargo ship design. Built in 2021, this ship reaches a capacity of 23,000 standard 20-foot containers, a number that makes previous ships look like tugboats. Its engineering is extraordinary. At 1,312 feet long, nearly half a mile, and designed to pass through the world's major canals, the ship stacks containers up to 25 layers high, creating walls of cargo rising 246 feet above the waterline. To put that into perspective, that's taller than a 20-story building, sailing at about 23 miles per hour. The most revolutionary part is that, despite its colossal size, only 22 people operate the entire ship thanks to advanced automation systems. Its 107,000 horsepower engines propel this giant across any ocean, yet it is more fuel-efficient per container than smaller vessels. The entire design uses computational fluid dynamics that was impossible to calculate just a few years ago, reducing drag and fuel consumption to previously unreachable levels. A single ship can carry enough cargo to fill 80,000 shopping carts or supply 4,000 Walmart supermarkets. China didn't just build bigger ships, it perfected maritime efficiency on a scale that redefines global logistics. Zhenhua 30. Taking the silver medal, we have something you've probably never heard of, but have certainly seen the results of: the Zhenhua 30, operated by Shanghai Xinhua Heavy Industries. This 679-foot floating crane has a lifting capacity of 12,000 tons, but its true achievement lies in precision that seems impossible. What makes the Xinhua 30 special is its ability to position gigantic structures in the middle of ocean currents, typhoon risks, and complex tidal patterns with centimeter-level accuracy. This vessel was fundamental in the construction of the Hong Kong-Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, the world's longest sea bridge, precisely placing 33 massive bridge sections, each weighing thousands of tons. Its dynamic positioning system uses multiple thrusters to maintain exact position for hours during critical operations, facing winds and currents that would move conventional ships hundreds of yards. ZPMC, the company behind it, manufactures more than 70% of the world's port cranes and has become essential for infrastructure projects across 6 continents. Whether installing offshore platforms, wind turbines, or building bridges in open seas, this ship enables projects that would take decades using traditional methods. China's floating nuclear power. And finally, we arrive at something that sounds like science fiction, but is absolutely real. China's floating nuclear power plants based on Linglong-1 small modular reactor technology. They are completely revolutionizing mobile energy generation. These vessels represent one of the most innovative maritime concepts of recent decades, combining naval engineering with nuclear power generation. How does floating nuclear energy work? The secret lies in small modular reactors, which are far safer and more compact than traditional power plants. These floating plants can generate 125 megawatts of electricity, enough to power 150,000 homes for years without refueling. Completely independent of land infrastructure, they are like a portable power grid capable of moving across any ocean. Most revolutionary of all, they can provide power to remote islands, offshore platforms, and coastal projects thousands of miles from traditional electrical grids. Making nuclear reactors safe and stable on floating platforms requires advanced cooling systems, multiple safety layers, and stabilization technologies capable of keeping everything secure, even in rough seas. The strategic flexibility is impressive. These reactors can support development in places where building traditional energy infrastructure would be unfeasible or extremely expensive. China isn't just building ships, it's creating mobile infrastructure that completely redefines energy generation and distribution. This is maritime innovation at its highest level. From mega cargo ships to aircraft carriers, from deep-sea mining to floating nuclear power plants, we explored 10 Chinese vessels, proving that maritime engineering has reached incredible new heights. Which ship impressed you the most? The 23,000 container giant or the floating nuclear reactor redefining energy? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this.